Well, hello and welcome to part 36 of my Denmark campaign. I've got a cup of tea on the go. So I'm ready for battle. And this is the battle against the Ottomans to recover Norway. I've already started a bit of this battle. We had a brief cavalry skirmish here in which my men valiantly formed square and pushed them back into the abyss. I've got my howitzers all primed and ready to go, and I'm mainly against peasant levy, so as long as I form square against the cavalry when they attack, this should prove to be well, should be able to win this quite comfortably. And those cavalry have just been annihilated, forming 3 units into square to make sure they don't succeed with their charge, and forming a 4th unit into square as well, stop them breaking down the line further along. The rest of my men are preparing to face the peasant levies and ready to face them if they decide to charge as well. So that is the elite cavalry dealt with, and I'm forming square with several more units down the line. My house is deciding to fire close quarters. Bit dodgy. The rest of them firing on these units approaching. I'm going to use them to hit the general's bodyguard. Now targeted fire on them. The charging of the cavalry, I'm leaving most of my men in square along the flanks here. My riflemen still managing to hold there. Meanwhile the rest of their Delhi horseman charges are failing, or meeting the bayonet tips of my squares. Meanwhile, with my own cavalry, I'm going to rally them round and try and hit their cannons on my flank. So leaving my men in squares, safest place for them all. Meanwhile, the rest of the peasants are moving round, being hit by my howitzers. Where'd their general go? He's over here still. Hitting barrage another final time. And to bring my cavalry round to bear arms on these musketeers before they get a shot round on me. Which I'm going to pull round because, again, they are walking and not running. But I'm going to take my chance by pulling my cavalry back into the centre then to take out their general. They will run to that position. Anyway, the rest of the peasant levy are now moving round, getting ready to face my lines, and the first shots from the riflemen go off. So I'm now going to bring my cavalry through this gap here and get this unit to form line, and going to get them supported by my artillery. Forming line, come on faster. And getting my cavalry to charge against their enemy general here. Doubt the right flank will hold against the charges here, but we will see. And we're going to counter charge their Azers and hope that we can hold them. My cavalry getting decimated though by rifle fire and more cavalry. And their general has survived that. Howitzers firing in, giving some cover. My men just about holding on here. Over here, my men are meeting the peasant levy, which are coming happily to their deaths. And I'm going to start moving several units around here. Now that is my my unit on my flank going. I can bring these units around like so. Meanwhile, the rest of my cavalry are holding on. And these guys desperately need to get out of square if they're going to be of any use holding the enemy back. As are these. think we've pretty much dealt with all the cavalry now, so these guys can go back into line. Putting the rest of my men back and trying to get these howitzers to do some more damage over here. Over in the centre, the peasant levies are breaking and being pushed back. The thing to be careful about the Ottomans with such large numbers, even though they're weaker troops, they can just mass charge on me, and they will defeat me that way if I'm not careful. So I have to make sure that I break them before they break me. To which I'm pushing up with these two troops and riflemen to push them back here. Centre of my line, morale staying steady, and I'm able to push the rest of them back. They are now breaking here, broken and winded. While taking heavy losses on the left, I am now able to push back at the Ottoman forces. I'm going to try and get my howitzers to focus fire here. This isn't the actual fight that will win me back Norway, but it should reduce quite a lot of their men. So I'm in a decent position to take it back next turn. And my cannons hopefully will fire very shortly. It should do horrific damage. These guys are done. So we managed to push them back into two groups, one on the left here and one on the right. And they're about to fire. And the rest of them should fire pretty soon.
Our men are running.
On this unit, which has broken a unit on my flank. So I'm going to need to pull these units around now. And my riflemen. And this other unit has broken as well. Howitzers just starting to fire now. A little bit too late really, but still the morale damage is working. If they are a bit inaccurate. Not there though, that was a good shot. And now facing a volley from my newly deployed men. These guys should soon break. There they are, they're Jacenary Musketeers, one of their best units. And I'm going to charge against them. Just to finish them off and push them back. And while the rest of my men here, reloading, before they fire off another volley against the peasant levy here. And I'm going to charge into this peasant levy over here. And they're now firing off a new shot. I'm going to bring them around like so, so they're not all against this unit here. In fact, I'm pulling my unit back because I've just seen there's a large unit of Jacenaries in the trees there. We don't want to get caught up in that. Pulling this unit up to support my men and more of my light troops over on the flanks. Peasant levy returning for more cannon fodder duty. Try and take these cannons, but it's quite hard with howitzers. They're better for the morale damage than anything else. I'm just trying to get them on these musketeers over here. They are pulling back. We'll deal with those cannons later. Just going to move up here, flank this unit, and finish the peasant levy off. And we're going to start pushing up with these units as well now. Victory is paramount here. I'm going to bring up my general as well. Support, because my men are starting to fall. Regiments are starting to go. I need them to last. Remove all of these. They won't let me move several units together. Oh, come on, Napoleon. There we go. Push those two units up like so, with the riflemen in front, along with this unit and their riflemen. And now I'm going to completely push around on this flank as well. Pushing round. I'm pulling these guys back a little bit so they've got a better shot on the peasant levy here. Going to rally my men and inspire that unit there. Pushing around now. The cannon's not doing much damage at all over here. I'm going to try and just tell all my howitzers to attack here. In fact, I'm going to spread them across the several units here. Hopefully they can be left there to deal with them. Meanwhile, what's left of the reforming lines of peasant levy and Jacenary musketeers are facing my men in their formations. My riflemen have pushed too far forward. I'm going to pull them back so that it lures them in, so they can be hit by several rounds of musket volleys. And I'm swinging this unit around so that we can definitely get some volleys done. And there's a volley off from that unit, and from this unit now as well. And that should really start pushing them down. And with these units, I'm now going to make a flanking force here. With these units, I'm actually going to push up, but further round, and reposition my rifles accordingly. Pushing up with my general a little bit as well. Peasant levy, they're protected by the trees, so obviously they're getting that bonus there. These guys are no help here until I push them up further. Riflemen as well. And swing this unit around to fill the gap. And bring these guys around. Like the peasant levy reforming here, taking volleys from my other troop. These guys are the better accuracy troops compared to these units. At least from sort of the get-go anyway, without any veterancy. So now with these units can be brought round to continue flanking the enemy. They are really firing off some massive damage there. We've got foot artillery here, which we're going to take. I will move them before they face a canister shot to the face, of course. So until then, my men are battling out in the woods. Eventually I will be able to push them back. Peasant levy here are taking volleys from my troops, both my riflemen and my main musketeers. We're going to finish off these cannons by charging into them and giving a musket volley from my other troops. Once we get them into position on the top of the hill there, and like so. Then charge my infantry. And these units in the forest are now breaking, and they're being pushed back. So all that's left to do now is to deal with the cannons, and I will pull my troops over, like so, to make sure that they are all dealt with. And I'm going to push up with these units here to make sure that happens. Here, and push back those cannons. And chasing off the remainder of the enemy troop. These units can now be brought up onto the right here. Said to the right, please. Thank you. And I'm now going to get my skirmishers to hold this building over here in case any of the troops do come back. Aha, we've got some troops returning over here. To bring them back like so. Just to make sure they're all gone. So we've got a couple of units that are wavering and not completely routed yet. General is being pulled up over here. And these cannons have been taking a severe beating from the howitzers. Very low, they should break pretty easily, and I'm going to bring my general round here and see if I can finish off flanking them. with him in tow. Now I'm going to push up here with my units to finish off those cannons, and I'm just going to go for a straightforward head-on charge here, because most of their artillery shots are hitting straight into this hill, and the fact there's only one of them left, my infantry should be able to get up there no problem. Should allow these two units to push up here. Probably won't be needed, but extra support and all that. I'm going to reposition all my cannons now, my howitzers, to fire on this last unit right at the back of 18-pounder foot artillery. And now these are pretty much formed up. We're going to charge their cannons. We've got a position in the tree line here, and it's doing no damage there. Well done, AI, positioning like so. And in charge my men. Positions dealt with, and with a victorious charge, this position will be no more very shortly. Now telling my howitzers to cease fire, so there's my men not to get caught up. And there goes my officer. Come on, sir. Stab, sir. Stabbed in the gut. Super. Now to finish off the cannon, my general will come into the fray one final time. And this would normally be the point where I'd say goodbye, but no! Special 30-minute part today. Going to be a hell of an upload. So it may not well be up until Saturday morning by the time you guys come to check it out. Friday's upload. I will also be working on doing the Shogun optimization video, just looking through settings, etc. So that shouldn't be too... end battle, well done, there we go. Heroic victory. So that shouldn't be too taxing of an upload to do. It should be quite simple and straightforward. So that will be uploaded probably, possibly before this part goes up, so that you guys can see that and then have this to look forward to. I'll mention it, of course, in that part. So I did lose half of my men, but I did manage to defeat 1,000, just under 1,800 of the enemy, and most of my units I think have been kept. I don't think I've lost a single unit here. So they've all been pushed off. So next turn I should be able to take Norway quite happily and then finish off that unit, probably auto-resolving. So then that will be Norway returned. And what you guys have suggested is that with my second army I take Copenhagen. I've been reading all your comments, and to make perfect sense is what I was planning to do myself, to be honest. I'm going to take these two trade ships and just bring them around here for now. And this should block the French from escaping. So no more can even get on either. And after that I will do this, so that they can't actually... They may be able to ruin all these bits around here, but they won't actually be able to take Copenhagen. We'll take a look at what France has done over here. Prussia is, well, forming up armies. It looks like to beat back the French offensives which are coming from here. And from Berlin there's one going to set in, and even through Saxony. They are really pushing now, and they've taken these territories down here to push through. Russia has got several territories here. They've taken over the Papal States, and just the Kingdom of Sicily remains, one of the Italian states there. Austria is pretty well spread out, holding off against the Ottomans, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And here we've got two of the elite units. Well, so what's left for me to do this turn is to end turn, and we'll see what occurs. The French Empire pulling back some troops and moving some new ones up. These guys are getting their men ready here, putting an army there, and they've got a separate one there. That's good. Good to know. Now, obviously the choice comes, do I remove my other ship so that other army could possibly move away, or do I leave it there and I'll have to just face those two armies there rather than have one come back later? I think it's probably best if I just leave it, and then I can beat down both those armies. Obviously a lot of you have been saying recruit a merchant fleet. I can't at the moment because my merchant port was in Copenhagen, so once I retake Copenhagen I will rebuild a merchant fleet and send it out, and then possibly even well, look to create a large fleet, a strong navy that can actually beat back the French ones. But I will also then again look to another naval invasion into Britain, because if that can go successfully, then I should be able to push the rest back. But again, I think it's just the superiority of the enemy units. Like both the French and British will have units, well, especially the British will have 50 accuracy on their starting units, whereas mine start with 40. And that's the problem I've been facing with the Prussians here. So this I'm just going to auto-resolve and take it back. I'm not going to loot despite the amount of money that would give me, because that's going to really drop down my public order. And I don't actually need to at the moment, so I'm just going to peacefully occupy. Norway is back in my control. Huzzah. Everyone happy? Good. Just getting enough money in, so I'm going to let these troops recuperate for several turns. Slow replenishment rate, sadly. And once they are ready, I will have 2 armies to go and take out the French here. They've got a lot of cannon, so that's good, but a lot of cavalry as well. But oh, these guys actually, that's not too bad. The French, they start with the same as mine. So my troops, my elite troops that have been building up here, should be able to take them out because they've got better accuracy, so that's good. Well, that's nice. Sorry there, I had to quickly go answer the door. Random people trying to sell me things. Dear oh dear. Anywho, yes. So I was just talking about the... I've completely lost where I was, to be honest. I've got these units, elite units recruiting here, which should help me in the war. Got Norway back. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. And now to take Copenhagen. And for now, it's going to be another end turn. We'll see what goes on now. I'm almost waiting for the French Navy to bring a decent fleet up. They've got many of them. They all seem to be concentrating down here. Don't know why, really. They keep going back and forth. Yeah, looks like the AI is confused. Anyway, Austrians moving around down here. Oh, Prussia. What's going on then, chaps? Doesn't seem to be any more conquests on the French front, as it were, since the well, the utter collapse of Berlin. Bankrupt. Superb. Just what I need now. And we got the Spanish. Finally moved an army all the way up here. Great. Fun. Line infantry. You guys are really a crappy protectorate, you know that. Great museum. Lovely. Let's see how much I'm in debt. Ow, a lot. Can I boost me taxes, governor? Oh, crap, sir. If I do that, I'm going to be in a bit of problems in Stockholm. Only a little bit, though. Only a little bit. Bugger. But if I do that, I will still be in debt. Great. I'll be in less debt if I don't increase the tax. How does... Don't know how that's working there. If I take the rich... No, okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. Well, it's not great, my Minister for the Treasury. Is there anyone that could do better? Not really. We're all a bit poncy. Okay, right, well, I'm going to have to find some way to do this. I need some merchantmen to go and take out those flipping ships over there. Have I got anything on the build that's going to help? Nope. Oh dear. Ah, that. Could cancel the Great Arsenal, and that would give me some extra cash. Let's do that then. I'll cancel the Great Arsenal for now. I know it was taking 8 turns to build, but right now I do actually need the money, and well, this means I've got to go take Copenhagen ASAP. Pretty much. So, select all these guys. I'm just going to take them out of Norway, see if they'll be happy with that. They just about will be. Just going to put a unit of militia in there, so I should keep it happy. And bring my chappies down here. Moderate replenishment rate now. That's better. Bring them down here. I'm going to have to take Copenhagen back very shortly. And, oh, bugger. Can we get peace with anyone? No. French Empire, can we get peace? No. Prussians, can we get peace? No. I would offer them Norway, but I think that's a bit of a silly error at the moment, and I need the money income until taking Copenhagen. But if I go bankrupt before this happens, then that pretty much cripples me again. And yes. But it seems I'm in limbo to a degree that I can hold, or I can almost cheat defeat by just holding that land bridge there with my ships. Because the AI doesn't seem to want to or be able to commit any sizable fleet to remove my ships. Which is interesting. It's been so aggressive on the infantry front, but very relaxed on the... I know, woman, go away. Ah! Finally, a powerful ship. Huzzah! And these are trade ships. Well, that's good. So, what can I take from here that's going to help me? Well, I think I should probably take that one. Or I could take the 32 gun frigate. Anyway, we'll bring this chappie out here. And we'll give him the 30. We'll give him the 32. And we'll give him these 2 units here. Now I know what you're thinking. Ah, that means the land bridge. More units can come over here. I know what you're thinking. I'm going to put this ship over here. So now that seals that deal. And then this can become my new trade fleet for now. But it's going to take a while to get over there. But it will work because these 2 are trade ships. And I've got enough power there to hold it this time. I've got an 80 gunned ship of the line. So that's going to be good. It's going to help, and I'll soon be able to march down with 2 elite units. That's going to be very good as well. And I'll pop out 2 of my lesser units here. These ones are quite nicely leveled though. Probably that one, and some of these are only 46. Yes, and I'll keep them as units that I can quickly put back in. The lifeguards. Might have to recruit some of them. They'll be very good cavalry. Yes. Indeed. Right, now where are these elite units gone to? Where are they? Here a minute. Ah, there they are. 1, 2. I'm limited to 4 of them. Imminent bankruptcy. Ah, really? Go away. Or in fact, I could actually disband those extra units to try and increase my funds. That might be a more sensible plan. Well, I'll see how the siege of Copenhagen goes. It could all go tits up. But anyway, I've moved on from the cup of tea. I'm now on a can of cider. Huzzah. Bit of Koppenberg to get the Napoleonic senses going. Not really at all, actually. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, how many ciders have I had, you ask? Well, it's my first can of the night. Anywho, right, bankrupt again. Woman, please leave. God damn it. Nation destroyed, Kingdom of Sicily. Oh, well, that's a shame for Sicily, isn't it? Well, I'm just going to make sure my fleet keeps going that way. How much am I down by? Oh, 2 grand! Crapola. I'm guessing these guys are quite expensive to upkeep. A little bit. I'm guessing these guys are as well, actually. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. A bit, but not enough even if I disband all of them. But how much are these guys in here? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to sort out bankruptcy, otherwise I am going to be really in it. And then my regions, I'm going to have to disband them for now. Well, hello, and you're probably wondering what the hell has just happened. You're seeing Harry Potter in front of you. It was Napoleon Total War a second ago. What's just happened? Well, for some reason, I think I actually ran out of recording space on my secondary hard drive. I've left a couple of parts on there that I've previously been recording, and I've nearly reached the 500 gig total, because obviously Fraps does record massive files, and recording 30 minutes in one go with some other files left over is probably, oh, I'd hate to think, to be honest, how large all those file sizes are going to be before I went down. I mean, this file size is probably going to be near like 1.5, 1.8 gig. It's going to be a large file to upload. Hopefully it's within the 2 gig upload requirement for YouTube. But anyway, just wanted to say, apologies for the end there. All that I basically did was disbanded my troops so that I could try and reduce the amount of money I was losing. And then I pretty much summed up that that was my only option to do, because I can't move. My merchant fleet's going to be about 4 turns away before they're going to be effective and sort of relieve my economic situation. And so that my only thing that I can do is move on Copenhagen. So my army's positioned at the docks. My elite units have joined up with it. And next turn I've got to make a desperate attack for Copenhagen. There's not actually too many line infantry units there. I did actually take a look at them and sort of see that most of their units had 44 accuracy, whereas most of mine now have at least 46 and above. Those elite units have 57, so I should be able to deal with them quite happily. They're not as dangerous as the Prussians in that respect with their units, so hopefully next turn you'll see that. I did go over quite a lot of other stuff to do with what's going on next week, but I think I'm just going to cover that in a vlog on Sunday for you guys rather than tell you all now, because as much as some of you like Harry Potter, there's going to be plenty of you that don't, so you probably don't want to stare at this background that I've currently got for now. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the part. Sorry about the ending, cutting off. As always, hope you enjoyed. Please do comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video, and my Shogun 2 optimization video will have gone up before this, I hope, so please do check that out. See you guys next time.